If I wanted to put on muscle in the next 3 to 6 months, here are 5 things that I would do. Number 1, eat a lot of protein, specifically 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So as an example, I am currently 180 pounds, so that means my protein goal is 180 grams of protein per day. This might seem like a lot at first, but with practice and with the right systems in place, it actually comes really naturally. At this point, I don't even really think about my protein intake because I have so many protein snacks around. Every single one of my meals has 30 to 50 grams of protein. And so I hit my goal pretty easily without even trying at this point. Once you have those systems in place where all the right foods are around you, it's actually pretty easy to hit your protein goal. Number 2, eat in a caloric surplus. If you want to build, you need to supply your body with the resources to do that. So the way that you do this is you figure out your maintenance calories and then you add 250 to 500 calories above that. As an example, my maintenance calories at 180 pounds with about like 15% body fat is 2,700 calories. So when I want to gain and I'm in a gaining phase, I'll eat 2,950 to 3,000 calories around there. The reason we have the range of 250 calories to 500 depends on how lean of a bulk you want to have. I like to keep my bulks pretty lean, so I try to do 250 to 300 calories above my maintenance because that's going to allow me to put on muscle without putting on too much fat. If you go more to the 500 calorie range, that's more of what would be like a dirty bulk where you're going to start to put on more fat. Also, quick side note before I jump into the next one, how do I figure out what my maintenance calories is? So there's 2 things that you do. First of all, you want to calculate it out with a TDEE calculator. You can literally just Google them and put in your height, age, gender, all that stuff, and it'll tell you about how many calories you use per day. Then you want to track your food and eat at about that amount of calories and then adjust a little bit higher and lower and see if your weight changes. So for me, that's how I found out about 27 to 2750 is my daily caloric expenditure, because when I eat above that, I gain weight. When I eat lower than that, I lose weight. So therefore, that's my maintenance calories. Hope that explanation made sense. If it doesn't, ask me some questions in the comments. Okay, number 3, carbs are your friend, not your enemy, especially when you're in a gaining phase. Like in general, they're not your enemy. And the marketing people out there are lying to you when they say like, oh, you have to do keto, you have to do this, you can't eat carbs, they're bad, sugar's bad, whatever. Like not true, okay? First of all, not true. Second of all, carbs are your friend when you're building. Make good use of them. You need to be eating a lot of carbs before and after your workouts. Before your workouts, you want quick digesting simple carbs. What are some examples of this? Rice cakes, Rice Krispies, white bread, potatoes. All of these are quick digesting carbs. You can eat them 30 minutes to an hour before your workout, and they're gonna hit your bloodstream as you're working out. Those are great things to eat before a workout. After a workout, you can eat slower digesting carbs that are higher in fiber. Oatmeal, sweet potatoes, quinoa, whole wheat bread, beans, pasta, like all of that stuff is great things to have after a workout. The reason you want carbs after a workout, especially during a building phase, is we have something in our bloodstreams called glycogen. Glycogen is the energy storage molecule that our bodies use when we're heavily exerting ourselves. So when you just finished a very intensive training workout, you then need to replenish the glycogen stores by eating a lot of carbs again. Number 4, lift heavy. To stimulate the muscle to grow, because remember, we're in a growing phase, we need to be giving it a higher stimulus than what it's capable of. So if my muscle was currently capable of lifting 80 pounds, I need to try to lift 85 pounds, okay? And what's gonna happen is the first couple times I do that, it's gonna be really hard and really uncomfortable, but eventually my capacity will grow to reach 85 pounds, and then I need to give a new stimulus. Every single time we work out, we need to be giving our muscles a higher stimulus than what it's currently capable of. That's going to force it to grow. So the way that we grow is by continuously stimulating our muscles more and more and more until they can reach up and catch up to that capacity. Then we bump it up again, it catches up to that capacity, we bump it up, and so on. That is called progressive overload. If you guys have any questions about that, drop them in the comments or look up progressive overload online because it will change your life if you're not already doing it. Number 5, time your carbs. So I already went over this, but basically you wanna be having carbs before your workout, 30 minutes to an hour before, and then you wanna have them afterwards. Trust me, once you nail this carb timing down, it is a game changer for how strong and how full you'll feel during your workouts. And since you're in a building phase, you literally have enough calories to play around with and eat tons of carbs both before and after. One caveat I will say for this is don't eat a lot of proteins or fats right before your workout because they're gonna slow you down and they're hard to digest. Also, if you eat a lot of high fiber carbs before your workout, those also take longer to digest. And so then you'll basically be putting energy that should be going to your muscles into your stomach. So basically no big meals 2 hours before a workout, okay? Try these things out. Let me know in the comments how they go for you and how you feel, and I will see you in the next video.